your hands to the earth, give your thanks to the ones who gave you birth. Raise your arms, reach your hands to the sky, gather warm, feel your spirit fly, fire from above, waters from below, let the world trade grow. Bend your knee, bend your knee, your knee, bend your knee, press your hands to the earth, your hands, bend your knee, press your hands to the earth, give your thanks to the one who gave you birth. Raise your arms, raise your arms, your arms, your arms, raise your arms, reach your hands to the sky, your hands, reach your hands to the sky, gather warm, feel your spirit fly, fire from above, waters from below, let the world trade grow, fire from above, waters from below, let the world trade grow, fire from above, waters from below, let the world tree grow.
Children of Earth, happy Beltaine. Today we reach out across the waves of the internet, seeking to bring ourselves together once more, as we have in the past. We've been practicing quite a bit of social distancing. This is the first time I've seen Reverend Avende in how long?
4 weeks?
4 weeks, yes.
I don't know. The days all blend together. I have no idea. Time is an illusion.
And so, in fact, I think the last time we were together was to record the spring equinox, right?
I think you're probably right. So like 6 weeks.
6 weeks, 6.5, give or take. And so, Children of Earth, we felt that it was about time for us to get back together. Now that Ohio's stay-at-home order has ended, actually, and we are able to once again come together, though still practicing our social distance as best we can.
Also religious exemptions.
And those as well. But we wanted to come back together to offer another rite for everyone who is unable to find a grove, a group, or someplace to worship, to be there with the spirits, and we wanted to be there for you. And so today we're going to honor the spirits of place, because we have been cohabitating with them for a long time.
A while.
And it seems like this is the perfect time to reach out to them, to ask them to remember our praise, to hear our voices as we speak to them and for them in praise and in joy. For this work that we do is good, especially when together. There are a couple of things that maybe you might have, you might not have. If you have your own set of Hallows, feel free to follow along, to open the gates for yourself. If you don't, that's okay too. Listen, enjoy. We will ask you at one point later to receive the blessing that comes to us through the omen. To do that, you'll want a cup or some sort of vessel with water or your drink of choice, whatever it might be that's getting you through this quarantine period. And the other thing is we're going to ask you to wash your hands or to use hand sanitizer or something like that. And in fact, let's just go ahead and do that ourselves now. So, children of earth, purify yourself. Place your hands in the waters. Take your purifier, your alcohol, pads, whatever it may be. The work that we do today is good and bright. May we be good and bright as well. That the purification that we do extend from our hands to ourselves, to the Hallows, and to the cosmos. So be it.
So be it.
As we often begin, let us begin by honoring the earth.
Earth Mother, First Mother, you who support us in all that we do, you who are the ground beneath our feet, whose bosom we lightly walk across, you who we see blooming and growing all around us now. We call out to you today on this 1st of May, and we do so in joy and in reverence, that you might join with us now, especially at this time and during this rite, to receive our blessings and to celebrate with us. Earth Mother, accept our offering.
Earth Mother, accept our offering. Feel the Earth Mother's presence here. Let it warm you, let it keep you afloat, and support you. We, the children of the earth, call out to inspiration. Those bright rays that shine down from the heavens, that silver that coats our tongue, that light that wells up from below. Inspiration, we call to you. Fill our heart as you fill our hearth. Let us speak well before the spirits. Inspiration, we welcome you.
Inspiration, we welcome you.
Children of earth, this is the time of Beltaine. It is the time when the spirits move from space to space, from home to home. And it is the time, too, that we have chosen to honor the spirits of our place, of our homes. So throughout this rite, I ask you to think on them, to remember that we are guests in their home and they are guests in ours. And together, we do good work. As our ancestors did before us, so we do now. So may our children do in the future. We come to the fire, we come to the well, we come to the tree. We stand at the center, and we honor the spirits with offerings and with praise. Children of earth, let us make our offerings with joy and with reverence. Let us attune ourselves to this space.
Children of earth, wherever you might sit or stand, whatever your surroundings are in this moment, if you are comfortable, close your eyes and breathe deep. Allow the cares of the day to fade away. Set these mundane things aside for this time, that we might join together as a community across distant channels and waves to pray together. So focus on your breathing, your in-breaths and your out-breaths. And focus on your body. Feel your fingers and your toes. And allow your awareness to pass beyond them, to extend in all directions. Beginning with your toes, feel the ground beneath your feet, the floor where you are. Allow your awareness to sink further down into the dirt and the soil, around roots and rocks, down into the bedrock below. Allow your awareness to keep sinking down and down until you reach cosmic waters of potential below. Let these roots of your feet plunge into those waters and feel them cooling and rushing. These waters of potential, bringing you energy. And allow yourself to draw those waters up. Pull them up as though you're a tree. Up your roots through the bedrock, around roots and rocks, up through the soil and the dirt, up through the floor and into your toes. And as they reach your toes, feel them cooling as they travel up your legs, up through your belly and your heart. Feel them flow down your arms. And feel those waters as they fountain into your head, cresting out your crown and flowing back into the earth below. Turn your attention skyward now. Turn your hands up if you feel comfortable. And feel the energy of the sky. Allow your awareness to travel up from your head, up past the roof where you stand or you sit, up into the sky, through the atmosphere and the clouds, up into the stars and the great black vastness of space. And in that great vast space, note a star that shines brightly. Allow it to fill your vision and to continue growing brighter and brighter. This is the electric sky power. Feel its energy fill you, its warmth and its light, and bring that warmth and light back down with you, back through the vast blackness of space, back through the atmosphere, back through the clouds and the sky, pulling it down through the roof where you sit, and allow it to touch your head and your hands. And the waters that course through you, let it brighten them. Let it touch them as sunlight upon the waters, glowing and warming. Filled now with these waters and these fires from the sky, you hold within you now a tri-essence, a sacred power that we can do this work with. Cup your hands in front of you and pull those waters and that electric sky power into yourself and breathe into your hands. You hold this energy before you, press it into your heart, and know that you have it with you as we begin to do this work. The waters support and surround us. The land extends about us. The sky stretches out above us. At our center burns a living flame. May all the kindreds bless us. May our worship be true. May our actions be just. May our love be pure. Blessings, honor, and worship to the holy ones.
So be it.
So be it.
Children of Earth, here at our center, it's time for us to call out to a gatekeeper. For this rite, as it is for many of our rites, call out to Garnus the crane, standing at the edge of the waters. Part of the reason that we call to Garnus is that we have decided that he is the king of the internet.
Lord of wisdom.
Lord of wisdom. That spirit that carries us across those waves to you. And the reasons for this are many and varied, but specifically, he is a spirit of communication, a spirit of connectedness, a spirit of hospitality, and a spirit of liminal spaces betwixt and between. So, children of Earth, in your mind's eye, see the mists that surround your space as they close in, filled with magic, filled with light. And see, too, that there at the edge where the mists begin to part and roll back, where the waters meet the land, there's a crane, standing, 1 foot in the waters, 1 foot on the land, an eye raised to the heavens. This is Garnus. And when we call to him, he'll heed our words, for our relationship is long and fruitful. Garnus Crane, we call to you. You who travel beyond the ninth wave, who draw the souls to the land of the dead. You, who traverses the sky, who sleeps on the land, who fishes in the waters. Your foot holds the land in place, plumbing the depths, reaching the bottom. When you sit within your flock, you guard the folk, holding the stone, preparing yourself. I call to you tonight and ask that you guard us and ward us, that you walk with us as we seek these elder ways. Guard us, accept our offering.
Guard us, accept our offering.
Now, children of earth, before you are 3 gates, as yet unopened but prepared. A center of fire, whose pillar of smoke reaches the sky. A center of water that reaches deep into the underworld. A center of a tree that spans the cosmos, reaching to all the places that the spirits may reside, and giving them paths to this space here. And so here at our center we call out to Garnus. You who are the spirit who walks these paths. You who are the light in the dark. You who we trust to walk with. Garnus, here before this fire. These 3 flames joined as one, their pillar of smoke supporting the sky, rising up to the heavens. Let these fires open as a gate. And let this well, reaching deep into the underworld, spiraling down, drawing up the voices of our ancestors, let this well be filled with the mists and their voices. Let this well be filled with the waters that come up from the rivers in the underworld. And let this water, this well, open as a gate. And let this tree that stands here at the center, branches that reach up into the heavens, roots that reach down into the earth, the myriad of passageways, the support of all the worlds. Let this tree traverse the boundaries, and let this tree open as a gate. Children of earth, before your Hallows, before ours here, in your center, let these gates open, let them brighten, and let them fill you. Children of earth, let the gates be open.
Let the gates be open. Standing here at the center with the gates open, it is now time for us to call to those 3 kindreds, to the ancestors, to the nature spirits, and to the shining ones. And after we have called to these spirits, there will be an opportunity for folks to make offerings. So don't feel like you have to rush and make them while we're doing these invocations. So let us first call to the ancestors. Children of the earth, call out to the ancestors. You who have walked these paths before us and who have wisdom to share with us should we but listen. To you ancestors who walked here before us on this land here and now, whose bones lie in the earth, we honor you. To you ancestors of our friends who have passed beyond the veil, who we seek communion with when we are sad or when we are full of joy, we honor you. To you ancestors of our culture, of our kith and our kin, to you whose stories we look to give us inspiration and wisdom and joy, we honor you. To you heroes who were figures in ancient myth and history, who passed and rose to godhood, we honor you. To all you ancestors, you of kith and kin, of friend and folk, who walked these paths before us, we ask that you join us here tonight as we celebrate Beltaine. Ancestors, accept our offering.
Ancestors, accept our offering. Children of Earth, see those ancestors in your mind's eye. Let them fill your vision. Let them fill your memory. And with them, here in this space with us, let us turn and honor the spirits of nature. Spirits of nature that surround us, you whose voices come lightly through the trees, you who have become louder as the days have grown warmer, we call to you. Hear our voice. Know our welcome. Spirits of nature that we cannot see, you who are still below the earth, you whose voices rise up from the earth below, we call to you. You spirits of the skies and airs who fly above us, we see you when we look up, as the skies become bluer and less gray. We call to you, our voices loud. We sing, hoping that you hear. Know our voice, know our welcome. Spirits of nature, come to our fire. Meet us at these boundaries and guide us, and ward us as we walk these elder ways. Spirits of nature, accept our offering.
Spirits of nature, accept our offering. And feel those spirits of nature as they step out from the shadows and join us here at our right. Hear their voices as they grow loud around the fire, and welcome them with your heart. We call out now to those shining ones, those gods, goddesses, and godden who we hold so dear in our hearts. Those of you who are grain garters and hearth tenders, who are hunters of forest and glen, who are deities of water flowing and rising, you who watch over the dead and live in the underworld below. To all of you deities we call out to now, to join with us here, to turn your eyes to us. We call out to those patrons, patronesses, and matrons of those gathered. Come now, especially at this time, and join with us here in our right. We seek your wisdom, we seek your love, we seek you and your presence to be with us. And so, shining ones, gods, goddesses, godden, meet us here at the center, join with us around our fire, and be welcome in our right. Shining ones, accept our offering.
Shining ones, accept our offering. Children of Earth, see around you now those shining ones, bright in their visage, warm by the fire, surrounded now by a crowd of spirits. We take this opportunity to offer them praise. So, at your hearth, before your space, or simply before the warm glow of our own fire here, transmitted over the internet, think on these spirits. Speak praise to them. Honor them in a way that suits you.
Stand tall in the rain with the wind at stormy sea, our sea gods teach us to flow. On the paths of the forest with the trees all around you, the gods of the hunt guide us home. Plant your dream seeds with care and tend them with love, for great gods will harvest our home. Send your boots to sink down deeply into the ground. Many gods offer many helping hands. Many gods offer many helping hands. Many helping hands. Many gods offer many helping hands. Raise your arms to the sky and embrace those on high. Be bathed in the glow of their light. Draw deep of the peace of the land, sky, and sea. Many gods offer many helping hands. Many gods offer many helping hands. Many helping hands. Many gods offer many helping hands. Many helping hands. Many gods offer many helping hands.
Children of Earth, draw yourself together once more. Having made offerings, let us turn our attention now to the spirits of this space. The space where you are, where you inhabit, and where you have been. We, the children of the earth, call out to the spirits of place. Those household spirits that hold us tight. Those spirits who stand with us deep in the dark. Those spirits who warm us when we sleep and watch over us. We call to you, spirits whose voices were here before ours. You who lighten our loads by working in the night to clean, to resolve, to set again our space that it might be right. We call to you, spirits of this place, with whom we have dwelt for the last several weeks. We honor you. We offer you praise for the work that you have done for us. Each day, as those days grow longer and shorter, as time begins to have no meaning, as it so often does, we know that you are constant. We know that your light is the light that keeps us. And so, spirits of this place, we wish to offer you praise for the work that you do and the partnership you build with us. Spirits of this place, accept our offering.
Spirits of this place, accept our offering.
Now, once more, if you have offerings that you wish to give, now's a good time to do that. Want to sing again?
I can sing again.
I thought you might be able to.
I'm all tangled. Whatever you've got to offer is just fine.
Children of Earth, breathe deep. Let us focus ourselves now. Prepare to send these things through the gates. It's your turn,
My turn. Children of Earth, we have called out to many spirits. We have opened ourselves to many moments of inspiration and joy. We have called out to the spirits of this place, wherever you are, your place. And so it is now time that we take all of these gifts that we have offered, all of the praise we have spoken, and the things we have given, and we send them through these gates that they might be truly and fully received by the kindreds and the spirits. Spirits all, accept these offerings.
Spirits all, accept these offerings. Having made these offerings, let us now reach out and take an omen to see what spirits offer us in return. What question shall we ask? I've worked with you long enough to know all the offerings go.
All of them.
First we ask, what do our ancestors have? Let's start with the ancestors. We called them first. What do the ancestors offer us in turn for this work? The waters, deep and abiding. They offer us the chance to look inward, to see in ourselves what we need, to uncover from within ourselves our inner strength. From the spirits of nature, we call out what blessings they honor us with. A gift for a gift, reciprocity. The spirits of nature, the spirits of place, honor us, knowing that what we give, we receive back. What we receive, we give back. Be generous. Honor the spirits. Honor your fellows. And from the gods and goddesses and Godin, we call out, what do you offer us in turn? The fruitful year, the good harvest. After a time, things come to fruition. That time can be long. That time can be complicated. But what you plant grows and is a good harvest. These are good omens.
Indeed. So, children of Earth, at this point, find your vessel of some indeterminate liquid. Mine is water. Yours is water. It is into this vessel that you hold that we'll be receiving offerings to ourselves, that we will be receiving these gifts that Michael has told us about, looking within and finding those waters within ourselves and the inner strength, knowing that there is a gift in each of us and that we may give it forth, and knowing that as long as the year may seem, there's good in it too. And so, children of Earth, hold your vessel before you. I have a tool. If you have a tool, by all means, feel free to use it. You're welcome to also just use your hands. All waters are by their very nature sacred. We take these waters and we set them aside that the spirits might fill them with the blessing. And so, shining ones, you whose bright light shines down upon us, we ask that you take that power and share it with us. Allow the energy to flow into these waters that we hold and exist within them. To those of you who dwell around us, we ask that you send those energies and those waters across the land, that they might flow into this vessel here. You who dwell below, let those waters rise up from the deep and flow into this vessel here. And so, in your vessel, as you gaze upon those waters, see reflected within them the waters again, that inner strength that you find within yourself. And know that when you imbibe this, you will find it within yourself again. And as you gaze into those waters and see in its reflection, see the gifts that come from relationships, the gifts that come out of reciprocity, both that you might receive and that you might give again. And as you imbibe these, know that you'll take that into yourself. And as you gaze into the waters, see the reflection of the fruitful year, of the good harvest, of the time that we're spending now, and what its fruits might become. And as you take this water into yourself, know that you'll be taking that gift within as well. And so, children of earth, these blessings that we've received, these blessings held now within these waters by the power of yourself and the power of the kindreds, hold them before you. Hold them up to the screen if you desire. These waters, we stand here now together with shared gifts in hand to accept these blessings. Children of earth, behold the waters of life.
Behold the waters of life. Having made these offerings and done this work, it's time to thank those that we have called on. With these waters filling you, take them forth into the world. Greet others with them from a safe, socially responsible distance, but transfer them to others. Allow others to know and feel them, however you might. So having done this, let us thank those that we have called. Spirits of place, you who have been with us and with whom we have been for so many weeks, we call to you. Hear us once more as we say, Spirits of place, we thank you.
Spirits of place, we thank you. To those shining ones, you God, goddesses, and godin, you who share your joy with us and shower us in your love, we say, shining ones, we thank you.
Shining ones, we thank you. To the nature spirits, you who abound upon the land, we call to you. Hear our voices once more as we say, nature spirits, we thank you.
Nature spirits, we thank you. And to the ancestors, to those who have gone before, of kith and kin, of friend and folk, ancestors, we thank you.
Ancestors, we thank you. So, here at our center, we turn once more to our center. The tree that stands, the well that is deep, the flames support the heavens. Garnish crane, we call to you once more. Hear our voice as it rides across the internet, perhaps somewhat garbled, but getting there nonetheless. Garnish crane, for your work today, we call out and we say, we thank you.
We thank you.
And with this work, let us once more draw those branches and roots to their center, and let the tree close as a gate. Draw these waters back up from the underworld, and let this well close as a gate. And let this flame and this pillar of smoke draw down once more to here in the center, and let the fires close as a gate. Children of earth, let the gates be closed.
Let the gates be closed.
inspiration, that which has brightened our tongues and brightened our minds. For the work that you have done with us today, we call out and we say, inspiration, we thank you.
Inspiration, we thank you. Earth Mother, you who we call first and last in our rites, you who are the first mother, the All-Mother, may we walk lightly across your bosom. May we walk in balance that you might know our love. As you stay with us always, we thank you for being here, specifically in this time and this place in our right now. Earth Mother, we thank you.
Earth Mother, we thank you. Children of Earth, for joining us today. I know that we had some technical difficulties with sound, and I apologize for that. I don't quite know how to fix those at the moment, but hopefully they've gotten better over time. We will be posting this on YouTube. We have other sound sources, fortunately. Jan doesn't know anything about the sound problems. So.
Nope. I'm just trucking right along.
But we do have other sound sources, so we will use those when we post to YouTube, should our original sound source be somewhat corrupted, as we fear it might be. But on Sunday, at our usual ritual time slot, which is 2:30 Eastern, we will be doing a Zoom ritual. You can find that link, and we will post that in the comments as well. Hopefully, we will not have nearly as many technical difficulties with that, but that is a more participatory rite. We will allow others to enjoy it. So,
and that is via Zoom.
That is via Zoom, not by Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
So, check out our events page, and you will find it there. Or go to threecranes.org and find it there. For joining us, for sticking through it with all of the sound, apparently, we appreciate it, and we thank you, and we will see you again very soon. Go in peace and blessings. This rite is ended. You want to play us out?
I'll play us out.